Got Katie on the line next. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning.
Good morning. And you're talking about your children. You've got boys, haven't you? And they're 11 and 5, and they're constantly arguing.
That's right. Well, I've got 3 boys. The problem is with the eldest 2. He's 11 and the middle one's 5. And it's the eldest is always constantly picking on the 5-year-old, puts him down, laughs at him, tries to make him feel small, engages in petty competitions that obviously then he's going to win, so he can laugh and say ha at the 5-year-old. And it's really got to the point that the 5-year-old said to me that he wishes he was our family cat, so then his brother would love him. And it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking because we've tried, myself and my husband have tried everything. Obviously, we treat them all the same. We love them all the same. But I need some advice, really, on what to perhaps say or do to the 11-year-old to make him realise his relationship with his brother is really important. And it's changing the 5-year-old's personality because he's really loving and caring normally, like sharing. But it's changing him a little bit. He's becoming a bit more hard-faced.
Trying to toughen up to cope with it in a way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it's an interesting one because you're right. In a way, the older one is trying to sort of put the younger one down, but that tells us a lot about your eldest child's insecurities, trying to make himself feel bigger. And one of the things you're going to have to do is almost give your oldest child a little bit more attention, not necessarily at the exclusion of the other 2, but to make sure that when you're socialising, that you're carving out some one-on-one time just with your eldest child so that he feels valued and maybe a little bit more important. Maybe give him some responsibility, some tasks to do that only he could do because he's the oldest. And make sure you praise him for all those things. Make sure you praise him for the lovely things that he does, and completely ignore all of the really nasty things he does. So completely ignore it so that you're not giving it any attention. Because in a way, he's creating this dynamic where it's becoming this thing and you're giving it attention. So those are the 2 things. Make sure that he gets some quality time with you and you're really praising him as the oldest child. And also, and at the same time, doing the same for the other 2 boys as well, to make sure that they've got individual time for you and they feel nurtured. But at the same time, completely ignoring the bad behaviour and really celebrating, really praising the good behaviour.
How do you make the 5-year-old not feel like he'd be better off being the family cat?
Again, and the interesting one is that he's the middle child as well. So sometimes middle children can feel very invisible in families because you're not the oldest and you're not the baby. So again, carving out some kind of relationship that is completely unique with that child, finding out the one thing that he enjoys doing so that you are zoning in on that and making him feel important and special. It's a really delicate juggling act, parenting. The more children you have, the more you've got to really carve out those moments to make them feel not just the 3 boys, but really individual and special.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great advice there.